This summer, as the days get longer and the weather warms up, emergency rooms across the Northeast and Midwest are experiencing something quite alarming. They are seeing a significant surge in tick bite cases, an influx that's putting a strain on resources. In fact, the numbers are up more than any July in the past 8 years, marking a concerning trend. The CDC confirms this isn't just a blip, a statistical anomaly that can be easily dismissed. It's a sign that ticks are now a mainstream public health concern, demanding our attention and proactive measures. This isn't just a worry for hikers venturing into deep woods, but for families in their own backyards where the risk is increasingly present. Doctors like Dr. Matt Harris are treating more bites than ever before, witnessing the rise firsthand, and spending extra time educating anxious patients, calming fears while providing essential information. A significant portion of ER visits are for simple tick removal, a procedure that doesn't always require professional medical intervention. Something most people could handle safely and effectively at home with a good pair of tweezers and some basic knowledge. The real challenge lies elsewhere. It's about separating justified concern about potential diseases from unnecessary panic, so emergency rooms stay available and accessible for true medical crises that demand immediate attention. As ticks become more common in our environment and their populations continue to expand, understanding when a bite warrants a trip to the ER and when it's safe to manage at home is absolutely crucial for everyone. This summer is a wake-up call, a clear indication that we need to adapt to this changing reality. We need better public knowledge about ticks and the diseases they carry, and more widespread practical prevention strategies, not just more ER visits driven by fear and misinformation. Why are we seeing this sudden spike in tick encounters across the country? What's causing this surge? And why does it seem like these tiny creatures are becoming an increasingly significant concern for public health? Increased awareness plays a big role. People are checking themselves and their kids more often after spending time outdoors, meticulously scanning for these tiny hitchhikers. This heightened vigilance is leading to more reported bites and a greater understanding of the risks associated with tick-borne illnesses. But it's not just about awareness. Ticks themselves are also spreading into new territories, expanding their reach across the landscape. This expansion is happening thanks to warmer winters, which allow more ticks to survive, and longer humid summers driven by the ongoing effects of climate change, creating ideal breeding conditions. Entomologists report ticks are actively moving into new areas where they were previously uncommon, adapting to different environments and climates. This includes surprising places like well-maintained suburbs and even city parks, bringing them into closer proximity to human populations. As deer and mice, ticks' favorite hosts and primary mode of transportation, continue to move closer to human homes in search of food and shelter, the risk of encountering ticks grows exponentially. Now, even a simple backyard barbecue with friends or a leisurely walk in the local park can carry just as much risk of a tick encounter as a more adventurous hike deep in the woods. The traditional line between what we consider wild and residential areas is becoming increasingly blurred, making the potential for tick encounters an almost unavoidable part of daily life for many people. With more ticks establishing themselves in more places than ever before, and a public that is rightfully on high alert, we need to shift our focus from a place of fear and anxiety to one of smart, proactive prevention and education. Knowledge, not panic, is without a doubt our best and most effective defense against the growing threat of ticks and the diseases they carry. Lyme disease is the most common tick-borne illness, but not every tick bite leads to sickness. The risk depends on the tick type, how long it was attached, and whether it carried a pathogen. Ticks can also transmit Rocky Mountain spotted fever, anaplasmosis, and newer threats like heartland virus. Children are especially at risk. They play outside, roll in grass, and ticks are harder to spot on them. Outdoor workers and avid gardeners face higher exposure too. The longer a tick is attached, usually over 24 hours, but the higher the risk of the disease. Quick detection and removal are key to preventing serious illness. Prevention is key when it comes to tick bites, and it starts with some simple, proactive steps. Taking these precautions can significantly reduce your risk of encountering these pests. When heading outdoors, especially in wooded or grassy areas, wear long sleeves and pants. This creates a physical barrier, making it harder for ticks to reach your skin. Don't forget to use insect repellent containing DEET, picaridin, or other EPA-approved ingredients. Apply it to exposed skin and clothing, following the product instructions carefully. After spending time outdoors, it's crucial to check yourself, your kids, and your pets thoroughly for ticks. Pay close attention to areas like the hairline, ears, armpits, groin, and behind the knees. Opt for light-colored clothing whenever possible. This makes it easier to spot ticks crawling on your clothes before they have a chance to bite. If you do find a tick attached to your skin, remove it promptly and carefully with fine-tipped tweezers. Grasp the tick as close to the skin surface as possible and pull it straight out with a steady motion. Avoid twisting or jerking the tick. After removing the tick, thoroughly clean the bite area with soap and water. You can also use an antiseptic to disinfect the area. It's important to avoid using folklore remedies like nail polish, petroleum jelly, or heat to try to remove the tick, as these methods are ineffective and can even be harmful. In most cases, tick bites are minor and don't require a visit to the emergency room. However, it's essential to monitor yourself for any symptoms that may develop, such as a rash, particularly a bullseye rash, or a fever, chills, fatigue, or muscle aches over the next month. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's important to call your doctor or other healthcare provider, or visit an urgent care clinic for evaluation and treatment. Reserve emergency rooms for severe reactions such as difficulty breathing or for serious illnesses that require immediate medical attention. By practicing prevention, taking quick action when needed, and remaining calm and informed, we can all enjoy the summer months safely and responsibly, while also ensuring that emergency rooms are available for those who truly need them.